Well, hello and welcome. I'm glad that you're with us as we continue our chronological read through of the Bible. God continues to use everyday situations to illustrate His message to Judah through Jeremiah. This time, God sends Jeremiah to a potter who's shaping a faulty vessel. Well, the potter sees this vessel as faulty, so he destroys the vessel on the potter's ring and then he reshapes it into something useful. God declares that this is what he will do with Israel. God promises to relent of his disaster of Judah. This is what he'll do with Judah. God promises to relent of his disaster if Judah would just turn from her evil ways. But of course, she will not. Because of the disaster Jeremiah prophesies, Judah actually plots against him to repay evil for the good that Jeremiah is doing. Once again, God uses the common to deliver his message. This time, he has Jeremiah break a piece of pottery and declare that this is what God will do to Judah for her rebellion. Jeremiah is beaten for delivering his message, causing Jeremiah to question his call and even to the point of accusing God of deceiving him. He asks God to judge between his persecutors and himself. He curses the day he was born because his life is so miserable, so full of shame and sorrow. Once again, God asked Jeremiah to deliver more bad news to Judah. He's to tell Judah that King Nebuchadnezzar will overthrow Jerusalem. He tells the people to flee and surrender because those left in the city will die. Even in the midst of great disaster, God in his mercy holds open a way of escape. The advice would be unusual at best. It is not often that one flees into the arms of his enemy. But this is exactly what God is telling Judah to do, to flee to the arms of Nebuchadnezzar. They will not be killed. But if they stay in the city, they will die. Jeremiah delivers a message directly to the house of David. In other words, the royalty. That they're not to use their power for personal advantage, but they're supposed to be using their power to carry out justice and righteousness, not only for the Jews, but also for their servants and the resident aliens and the fatherless and the widows, everyone that's in Judah, the disadvantaged as well as those who have plenty. Jeremiah tells them if they will not, then the house of David will become desolate. In other words, there will be no more kings from the line of David ruling the day-to-day life of the people of Judah. When the people ask why, others will say it's because they forsook the covenant they had with God. When people ask why there is no longer a king from the Davidic line, because they forsook the covenant they had with God, David's lineage would cease to rule Judah. It's interesting to note that some of Judah fled to Egypt. Remember, I talked a minute ago about not staying in the city, but fleeing. Some fled to Egypt. They died there. That was not blessed by God. God had told them to flee to Nebuchadnezzar, to Babylon, where they would live, not to Egypt. Once again, may God be with you and bless you. I pray that He's blessing our time together, that this is helping you as you read through, as you're learning and growing. Look forward to gathering with you again the next time.